Hey folks, if you're anything like me, you spend a lot of time taking photos with your mobile phone or posting them to Facebook or Instagram. Well, did you know that you can actually be earning hundreds, even thousands of dollars each month just by uploading them to Instagram? Now, most people are skeptical at first, but this system is the real deal. You can get your hands on an evaluation copy of Instagram Profit, and you can be ready to see money flowing into your account. There are over 150 million users on Instagram, yet less than 1% of them are taking advantage of these money-making secrets. Now, if they knew they could be paying their rent, making their car payment, or just snapping photos and putting them onto Instagram, I bet they would be glued to their cell phones. There are only a limited number of these spots available, however. So if you visit moneymatters3.com right now, you can sign up to take advantage of all the special discounts. That's right, go to moneymatters3.com and get all the info there. moneymatters3.com. Log on now.
When you're ready to take the edge off a hectic day, I suggest you start with a little music from Franz Black.
I guess there's lots of ways to look at things that don't seem right.
No Worries has just been released on iTunes and Amazon.
It's gonna be alright.
You can find Franz Black and his music on his website, franzblack.com. F-R-A-N-Z black.com.
It's gonna be alright.
We've all heard of male enhancement, but now there's an expert on true male enhancement in the areas that really count. In Herb Ellis's book, Husband 2.0, Real Male Enhancement, you'll find answers to questions like, why doesn't she want to have sex? A quick start, quick results workout guide. Plus, what you can do as a side hustle to make money now. With all the great tips in this book, every man can benefit. Get the book, Husband 2.0, Real Male Enhancement, on Amazon.com.
Attention business owners. We know that owning a business means getting things done right now. So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company. General Steel. We can design a building for your business quickly and save you thousands of dollars. That's right, thousands. You may think General Steel only builds large projects or that you can't afford General Steel quality. Well, check these prices. How about a 40 by 60 foot building for under $22,000 or even a 50 by 100 for under $35,000? That's right, a 5,000 square foot building for under $35,000. And these buildings all have General Steel quality. Best of all, you can still order a building and have it delivered in time to build this year. How's that for right now? So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company, General Steel.
800-393-5756. 800-393-5756. 800-393-5756. That's 800-393-5756.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzzed driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzzed driving, because buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's finally here, an easy service business with a 24-year record of success. Before now, this service was only available in Hawaii. For the first time, Curb to Curb is offering our complete business model to entrepreneurs in every state in the country. No franchise or licensing fees. You own and control 100% of the business. You can easily double your money in 30 days. For just $5,000, you can fast-track your future. Just visit our website at curbtocurb.us. That's curb, the number 2, curb.us, and own this amazing money-making business today. And start now to change your life forever.
got some, I got something else I want to go over, but I've been trying to follow this whole celebrity and celebrity death thing that's been happening here. Now I know these death pools all across the country are just they're going bazonkers right now. They're going absolutely crazy. They're going bat crap crazy, as some people would say. But one of the things that I've noticed is that some of these people are, well, I mean, some of them are older, but not all of them. And they're usually dying of things like cancer or heart disease, of course. But over the past week, of course, the big news is that we lost Patty Duke Austin, Sean Austin's mother. Patty Duke. She was like 66. So she really wasn't old. I just wanted to see what happened this week. Who did we lose this week? Well, evidently we lost one of Britain's most successful comedians, Ronnie Corbett. And if you ever watch the two Ronnies, with Ronnie Baker, then you understand. He was kind of a short type of statured, round type of man, but he was older. He was 85. Ronnie Corbett died this week, as well as some noted academics passed away this week, and James Noble. And many people will be saying, who the heck is James Noble? Well, James Noble, if you ever remember the sitcom Benson, James Noble played the rather absent-minded, the way the media portrayed Ronald Reagan, governor. He was a well-noted and well-known Broadway star, and he was also in the movie 10. Prominent role in the movie 10. But he's best known to the masses as the governor in the sitcom Benson. But he was 94 when he died. And of course, Patty Duke, she was not 66, 69. She passed away. Of course, she didn't look like the Patty Duke that we all, recently, she didn't really look like the same Patty Duke that we all knew and loved, but she's been out of the limelight for a while due to various illnesses. The religious sector, the Catholic sector, has lost noted people this past week, most notably Mother Mary Angelica. Again, she was 92. Vince Borilla, he's a former NBA star. He was 89. Played for the New York Nets, I do believe. The fiction writer and poet Jim Harrison passed away. He was 78. This is all this past week. We've also lost people by the name of George Kennedy and Harper Lee. Everybody knows George Kennedy, another big leading man and character actor. Harper Lee, obviously, earlier in the month of March. But, it's just one after the other. It doesn't seem like it's stopping at all. It just wants to keep going and going and going. I don't know, what that says about what's happening around the world or what's happening in the world. But this whole notion that we just keep losing people left and right, celebrity types of people is just, it's unheard of. This is unprecedented. And now many of them are kind of old, like David Smurl. He's best known for his role on Sesame Street as Mr. Hanford. He ran Mr. Hooper's store. He died of lung cancer, of all things. He was 80. But that leads to another story where something else on this planet is happening that's a little bit disconcerting. It's a little bit odd. For the first time in world history, first time. Note, it's the first time in world history that what we're getting here is people 65 and older will outnumber children under the age of 5. Now, that's significant, folks, because it means that we're not replacing the world population is not well, for most parts. There are some cultures that are definitely multiplying, but world population basically isn't replacing itself. And it also means that we're living longer. We're living extended lives. And but I guess, you could say that we're there is this notion, if you follow, science fiction, fantasy, adventure type of stuff, that a lot of long-lived species in these novels and movies, they don't tend to have a lot of offspring. I mean, why would you? I mean, if you're going to live to be, 700 years old, why would you have a plethora of children? But that seems to be what's happening in many places around the globe as ages, a life expectancy extends itself and gets longer and longer. The birth rate continues to drop. Now, of course, there are some notable exceptions. Yes, we know that. I know some people are going to say, those Muslims, man, they're multiplying like rabbits, man. Yeah, I know. But they're also not extending their age, by the way. You got some countries like, China, their birth rate is down. Japan, their birth rate is down. Nordic countries, Eastern or Western Europe, their birth rates are down. But the United States, North America, birth rate is down. But life expectancies in all those areas that I just mentioned are on the rise. Is there a correlation with living longer and having fewer kids? Maybe that's something that, you wonderful sociologists out there should. There's probably already a study done on it, but maybe if there isn't, there should be. If you're going to study anything in sociology, you might as well study that. Maybe there's some correlation with it, so we can understand it a little bit more about our society and ourselves. Because are we going to go through patterns where we just have this massive die off? I mean, think about it. Are we going to continue to have these bulges in our population, like the baby boomers and now the baby busters, which are basically the millennials? Millennials, that size of that generational size rivals that of, in some instances, depending on who you're talking to, slightly outnumbers the baby boomers. And I say they slightly outnumber the baby boomers simply because of so many of the baby boomers have put themselves 6 feet under at an early age, but they're living longer. So are we going to start to see this thinning of generation are we going to have continue having these bubbles every once in a while, or are we going to have this? Are we going to start leveling out and have this thinning of population because we're living too damn long? In some people's views. I don't think so, but some people may view that we're living too long. But CNSnews.com is reporting for the first time in human history, people 65 and older will outnumber children under 5. Now, sometime in the next 4 years, the global population of human beings who are aged 65 and older will surpass those who are 5 and younger. Now, this is according to a new report from the U.S. Census Bureau and a new report entitled "An Aging